What's going on, everyone? IBG here for my CPA Week 4 team builder against MegaCharXY. Hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to go check out the team builder in the that I recorded yesterday, or that should be going up yesterday. I didn't record this yesterday. I'm recording this all together that I need to get done, but that's beside the point. Like I said, be sure to go check that out. Explain what I expect him to bring, all his Pokemon that he has potential that he has on this team, and what I had bought and why the sets were made for this team. Just going down what he brought right here. He had brought. Oh, let me just look at this real quick. He had brought only 4 out of the 6 Pokemon that I expected him to bring. He brought Hoopa instead of Tyrantrum, and he brought Sylveon Ghost instead of Darmanitan, which I'm sort of expected on this team, because Hoopa does give him another special offensive Pokemon to deal with, and with Sylveon gives him another defensive Pokemon to help out with. But like I said before, go check out the team builder. Explains everything that comes within this battle, and let's get started. So turn 1, I lead off with my Sylveon because it basically does a whole lot of damage to his team. He ends up leaving Side Mode. Surprisingly, he was not any sort of offensive moving, or did not go for any sort of offensive move. He just clicks Stealth Rocks to this turn 1, so I just get a big high voice off on Side Mode and does so much damage. Sylveon could just do so much to this team right now. And right here, he just goes for Earth Power just to do some damage. Does nothing, but the Type Voice does so much to where it just knocks out the Side Mode. He brings in the Shaman, and I do have a counter to that being Incineroar. Even after Rock's damage, I'm not even at half from the Seed Flare. Does not get the special defense drop. But right here at this U-turn while he swaps into Tapu Koko, I did want to scout what he wanted to do, so I just wanted to switch out with my Incineroar. Yes, it would have been better if I had Flare Burst right here, could have done a whole lot more damage, but I would not have anything to follow up with on my Incineroar. Plus, I'd be more weakened if I had gone for the Flare Blitz, but it's beside the point. I did bring in my Sylveon, which is able to live a Thunderbolt even if it is Specs, even after taking Stealth Rock damage. So right here, he does Volt Switch. He reveals that he's not Specs and he has Life Orb, which is a good sign for me. I go for the multi-attack on whatever he switches in. He brings in Hoopa, making a hard switch in. Right here, just go for the parting shot. He reveals that he is slower. A slower set Hoopa. I feel like he outsped something on my team that is a lot slower. Probably just my Incineroar. But that's probably it. I go for the parting shot, lowering both of the attack stats. And I was bringing Sylveon, said that probably couldn't do much to me. He wouldn't click Side Shock, which is the most damaging move he could go for. But that's not what. Trying to figure out my words here. He wouldn't click Side Shock on a potential switch into Incineroar. So he'd go for the mid-ground play and go for a move that could hit every Pokemon on my team. So that's why he clicked Shadow Ball. So right here he switches out, which I could live another Shadow Ball, which I feel like his Hoopa was Specs based on the damage. Which he could have done a lot to Sylveon, but it wouldn't knock it out. So he made the swap into Shaman. I go for the Shadow Ball, doing over a third of his health and getting special defense drop. Right here to switch into Incineroar. Still taking the Seed Flurries like a champ. And right here, I decided to go for the Flare Blitz no matter what he decides to do. I just wanted to sack my Incineroar. I feel like even if he'd gone for Seed Flare, it would have knocked me out, but I forgot he could have carried the Earth Power, which was a bad, or was a mistake on my part, because I did not expect the Earth Power to come into play. But I do lose Incineroar, which really is not a bad end on my part, because I still have stuff to deal with Hoopa, still stuff to deal with Shaman, and Tapu Koko can be dealt with on my end. Right here, I decided to bring in Kyurem, which just gives me so much momentum on my end. Right here, I wanted debating on clicking on Home Claws, but I wanted to get rid of something real quick, so I clicked the Free Shock with the power of making it an instant attack, and to suck out the Tapu Koko, taking a big threat and something that I was very scared of on this match out of the battle and dealt with. Next turn, he brings in Hoopa. I go for the Dragon Claw. I miss that on the KO. He reveals he has Eye of Papa Berry, so he was not Specs and clicks Focus Blast and knocks out my Kieran Black. Here going to Sylveon. I was going for the knockout, but he makes a good switch into Holotrick, activating the Electric Seed in Electric Terrain, giving him the Unburden boost, and as knockoff, getting crit damage, but it still does not a lot to Hawlucha. He goes for Acrobatics. I switch into Configurus, which does nothing to Configurus with the highest HP and defense bulk that he has invested. Right here, I set up Trick Room while he swaps into Shaman. I'm able to get... I wanted a clean swap into Sylveon. So right here, I just sack off my Sylvally, which goes down to the Seed Flare, unfortunately. But I get a free swap into Sylveon, and I just cut through his team with Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice just knocks out Shaman. Hyper Voice just knocks out the Hoopa. And Hyper Voice does so much to Sylvally Ghost, but does not knock it out. But I end up living his next hit, which is a Thunderbolt. And I'm able to come in on Rocks again, which is why I switch out here, going to Configurus, just so I am able to get set up another Trick Room to help benefit the Sylveon. And I'm able to do a lot to the Hawlucha and Sylveon, even with just Configurus, who has no special attack investment, but still able to live the incoming Thunderbolt, even with Taki's damage, and I get the kill with Configurus Shadow Ball. And I'm able to get at least one hit on this Hawlucha with the socket I do carry, but it does not knock him out, and he ends up just finishing me off with the Acrobatics. But with the HP investment I do have left on Sylveon, I'm able to live the Stealth Rock damage and just knock this Hawlucha out with the Hyper Voice, meaning that Sylveon got 4 kills within this match, and it got a kill within a previous match, so it becomes my new kill leader on my team. So that's just it for that. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy. We'll see y'all next week, which hopefully I will have another battle uploaded with a team builder, and that'll be that. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.